Heritage Sports, we have Deion Sanders saying he may possibly expose what we believe to be Jackson State University. He claims he has receipts that are not subliminal. It's cut and dry, and he's willing to release them. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to let you know what he tweeted. We're going to give you some context, and we're going to let you know what we actually heard, what we heard that was not reported that happened on campus or around campus later on in this video. Okay, let's get right into it. On the screen, Coach Prime just tweeted, just so you know, I don't play about my kids, quote unquote. If they're wrong, they will repent and then make it right, if possible, publicly, not privately. Some things we just should let go. Please, all caps, be careful speaking subliminally about my kids because my receipts ain't subliminal. Hashtag I'm him. You could tell from the grammar he tweeted this rather quickly and left it up. It's not grammatically correct and polished like his most of his tweets are. So you can tell he's speaking from a passionate place when he tweeted. So a little context: Deiondra Sanders went on a Deiondra Sanders is the daughter of Coach Prime. She went on a podcast and apparently she made some claims that there was always a crime on campus, whether someone passed away or somebody got robbed on campus. That would happen every month or every time she went into Jackson, whether it was on campus or near campus, campus adjacent. So that video went viral and a lot of people got on her saying that's not accurately true. So this is the part where Prime was talking about his kids would try to make things right publicly, not privately. So she went on, I'm not quite sure a platform, but basically apologized for her comments. It was just what her experience was and her perception was. She does remember some crimes, but it didn't happen each and every time that she went to the city. She tried to clean it up, but apparently that wasn't good enough. There have been a lot of think pieces and people posting saying, she's lying and they're no good and stuff like that, which I believe prompted this tweet by Coach Sanders. Now, he is saying his receipts ain't subliminal. And if you remember, when he first got to Jackson State, there was a robbery. Someone got into his office, whether they stole a boombox, they stole some other personal items of Coach Prime, and he had to go public and say, please, come bring my stuff back. And for whatever reason that went away, apparently the stuff was brought back. So here's the stuff that was not reported that we know about, okay? There were more robberies on campus that people didn't know about that involved different folks, and that wasn't always on the news. That was just stuff that people in the know would know, whether they're players, whether they're people on the staff, like, hey, this happened, make sure we watch out for this next time, make sure we watch out for that next time. So it wasn't necessarily reported to news outlets, but this was stuff that people knew. So this is stuff we actually know. Think people saying, look, this happened, please don't say this, or it just wasn't talked about. It's in the police reports. If someone wants to, file public records request, they certainly can. I'm more than certain the Jackson State University Police Department would have those reports that people just don't know about. They file a public record request. You'll see exactly what transpired and when it transpired. So it may not be Deiondra lied whatsoever. She may be talking about stuff that just wasn't reported on, and when people ask her to prove it, it's not she can just go to a news link and send them to that. It's just stuff she personally knew because she was close to people in the program, whether it was her coach, her brothers, or whoever. So that's what Coach Prime is alluding to. He has receipts that ain't subliminal. He knows what happened to each and every player throughout his times there, or people connected to each and every player during his times there, and the staff. So it wasn't just one incident, not two incidents, three incidents. It could be multiple incidents that people just don't know about. People didn't go on and go to the news about. There wasn't any interviews. Now, some of the stuff that was reported, there was a person that passed on campus. Unfortunately, an unfortunate incident where a student, I believe the person was 22 years old, had to, unfortunately meet his, just think bad things happen is what I'm saying. And it's super unfortunate, and that happened on campus. So it's not that she lied and she called it an exaggeration. I just feel like she was speaking the truth, absolute truth, and instead of just letting it go, kind of what Coach Brown was alluding to, she spoke on it, and she spoke on what she had actually experienced and learned from other folks. And that's not necessarily the best thing, especially when people are trying to move on. But it's where the Coach Prime tweet is coming from. So if he exposes Jackson State as far as not, I don't know about ticket sales and all this other stuff, but as far as things being taken care of that wasn't necessarily in the news or reported on, that's what he's talking about. Hope y'all enjoyed this video.